Why is that, Mike Bizak?
Well, I mean, you know, it's American, it's Lady Liberty, it's silver, it's Ronald Reagan signed it into law. People love it, every single soldier.
And around the world love this coin.
Yeah. Now, here's the problem, though. Is if you're going to get a complete set of American silvers, like today, we sell Mint State 70 coins, they're about $100 bucks. You know, anywhere between $90 and $150 or something like that. But that's today's coins, because we started grading these. I was the very first person to ever grade modern issue American coins. And I started in 2000. Okay?
Okay.
The United States government prior to that, didn't really pay a lot of attention to the Silver Eagle. They didn't take a lot of care in making it. So early issue American Silver Eagles, particularly coins from the mid-90s, in Mint State 70 are impossible to get, period.
Okay.
This coin, okay, so at $899.95, this coin, you cannot find this coin in ANACS, PCGS, or NGC for less than probably $1,500 to $2,000, and in PCGS it's probably a $3,000 to $7,000 coin. So at $899.95, this coin is truly special. At $799.95, it is untouchable, basically, in the marketplace. In my experience, I mean, I've looked out there. The pricing is amazing. Here's the amazing part: I have more than one. And I don't have many, okay? And it's kind of a one-time deal to be able to get these, that you're going to be able to get these. And so that is critical and crucial and important for you to understand. Now, you go 1 year forward, and then 1996, my price on the 1996 is $7,000.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, when I have one, which you asked me what was the rarest coin, that was the one that I was going to say, the 96 when I have them, but I don't even have any.
Wow.
Okay, I don't even have any.
How did you find the few you had in the 95?
We were doing a lot, we sell a lot of sets, our Mint State 69 Silver Eagle sets, so we grade literally hundreds of thousands of American Silver Eagles.
Okay.
Every now and then we get a decent box and we get 2 or 3 or 4 70s of the 90s stuff. You know, the 96, the last time I graded a 70 was probably 2 months ago, and we got one. And I have a waiting list for those. Okay, right. I have a waiting list of those people that have been waiting for years. For years, they've been waiting to get that coin. This coin is not far off. And like I said, I've got the greatest hoard of these in existence on the planet, and I've got like 2 dozen. Okay, they just simply do not exist. The early 90s, any of the 90s coins. I mean, for goodness sakes, the 2000 American Silver Eagle, I sold, oh my God, I sold 4,000 70s, okay, of that coin in the year 2000, because silver was $3 an ounce, for like $79.95. Those are like $600 to $800 coins now, if you can find them.
And that's 2000.
That's the 2000.
Now take the clock backwards.
Now go back to coins that are literally, even in 2000, I couldn't find these coins in Mint State 70. They just didn't exist. Wow. That's why all these years I've always sold Mint State 69 sets, because there's no, I get a 70 set once a year, maybe once every 2 years because of the 96s. I have a waiting list of people in those for $75,000, okay? I have an unlimited number of people who would, when I find one once a year, I make that call.
And they'll buy it from you.
Yes.
For how much?
$75,000.
Holy moly.
That's the price, $75,000. And I occasionally get an NGC, same price, $75,000 for an NGC. PCGS, I think the last PCGS sold for $127,000 the set.
And that's the 76?
That's the 70 set.
I mean, 96.
That's the 70 set.
96.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole 70 set.
The whole set. Oh, gotcha.
Which, with this being the key, and then the 96 being the hardest coin in the deal.
Right.
Okay?
Wow.
So, but this is one of the key coins. This is one of the big 3. So the big 3 are 95, 96, 97. Those are the 3 hardest American Silver Eagles to get in Mint State 70. The 96s I've got 0 of right now. But I have got 95s at a price that, like I said, from ANACS, NGC, PCGS, that is absolutely positively, I don't even know why we event priced it. I mean, it should have been $8.99 or I could have made it $9.99. It really didn't really matter. Right. I mean, this is a spectacular coin to be able to get. These early coins, so many of them are spotted. The government didn't take any time with them. The machinery wasn't that good. It was just, it was just a garbage coin to them at the time. All they're doing is making it for the silver. They're just selling it for, they're selling it for $2 over spot.
Right.
And spot back here, in other words, the silver price was $3.
Right.
So they're making these coins literally to make $1 a coin.
Right.
Okay, is what the U.S. Mint does. They make $1 a coin on these things, is ultimately what it comes down to. And so
they weren't particularly
they could care less.
Neat about it.
No, they could care less.
Right.
And so getting coins this early, particularly these mid-90s, the absolute key coins in the American Silver Eagle series are these coins right here.
So if you're an American Eagle series collector, this one, and we actually have a couple more coming up, those are the ones. Everybody's hunting for these.
Yes, everybody's hunting for these. This is the one that everybody's missing in their set, these three, 95, 96, 90, any of the 90s. So if you've worked back from 2000 and you're back to like 99, okay? 98, now you're starting to get into, and then you hit the brick wall, boom. Okay, interestingly enough, 86, 87, 88, 89, you can find those. Okay, $400, $500, $600, $700, the 86s, well, the 87s sometimes can run up about $11, $12, $13, $14, $1,500, something like that. And then, because the government took care, because they just started that.
Right.
So, okay, so now, I just want to show you, so that's the 95. I've got a couple.
Remember, he has none of the 96.
None of the 96, and it would be 10 times more money.